welcome back to the
Gray.
Carl's tired.
Oh my god.
I'm tired. It's been a rough week for both of us.
Hurt my hand. Barely close it. I hope it's not permanent. I need like 4 physiotherapists.
One for each finger.
Well, kind of, almost. I feel it here. Then the physiotherapist I did see said, well, usually the injury is somewhere else. Well, maybe, but.
But let's talk about our last episode, the Mexican episode.
Mexican episode. Okay, yeah, took a lot of work.
A lot of work, but
yeah.
It got some views, man.
Yeah, right? We have 150 views right now, which is amazing.
And that was like 5 days ago. We released that 5 days ago.
Yeah.
So like 150 views, 5 days, I'll take it. Any day of the week.
Normally like 45 views is our thing, and then we're up to 37 subscribers.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm sure there's a few Mexicans in there.
Probably.
Oh, you know what? And I even asked an African friend,
okay.
And he said, hey, you're going to have to put it in French for us because they speak French over there. So if we want to get French Africans involved, we're going to have to put at least the subtitles in French.
Hey, we'll do better than that. We'll give you a French episode.
I think we should do a French episode, yes.
A few French episodes.
Yeah.
Periodic.
Acadian-ish or something.
Yeah, well, obviously, that's what we are.
I think we should have an Acadian language one and then one trying to be proper French. No, that's too much work.
And that's going to be a miserable fail.
Dictionary, you got to pronounce things correctly.
No, that's just not going to work with me, man.
No, well, fine. Moi, j'essaierai de parler comme il faut. That wasn't good either.
Funny thing, before we came to the studio and to record this episode, I actually was stopped in at a store. Actually got recognized for the podcast, which was interesting.
We are famous.
Kind of weird.
Right?
You're the guy from the podcast, aren't you? I'm like, yeah.
I am. Autograph my chest. No, Mark. No.
That should be something I say. Are you trying to be me right now?
Nah, I'm down for that. Haven't gotten any while.
But yeah, so it's been a rough week for both of us, just getting into the grind of things.
Yeah, so the fall lobster season, and I'm fishing lobster this year.
Which is something you've never done before.
No, like pretty much hard labor.
Labor. He's used to
office work, absolutely. And it was really interesting. The first 3 days up and running to the Mexican episode, I was up past midnight just trying to get it done and the subtitles and whatnot. It was good, but then the second day of actually fishing, I was wrecked. But now I'm asleep at 8 p.m. and I was doing good all week, other than hurting my arm. You know, I was pumping it, waking up at 4 a.m. Good to go. But then coming home back to the studio for just Saturday night, because I have to go back tonight. Getting out of the truck, oh my God, did I ever feel broken and I could barely walk. Like my ankles are sore. That's new.
Everything gets sore, man. Everything gets sore when you're working. And also, let's talk about the weather. It's fucking August. And it feels like September. It
feels like September. And that's what we said on the boat. It's like, usually this is a 30 degrees Celsius. And I'm happy because I hate sweating. I hate being hot. Although, no, you can see the sunburn there and my arm. This is what's going on. Started wearing long sleeve shirts. I'm like, no, I can't do this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, it's been unnaturally mild for us though. Like
it's very mild, and all summer it's been rainy. It's been kind of cold.
We had one really good week of extreme heat,
of good heat,
yeah.
And otherwise we had a month of humidity.
Yeah,
like that's it. But people have been telling me too that it's never been this humid either. It's been
it's been really extremely humid. Yeah, no, it totally has. Which is makes you wonder, what is our winter going to be like? Are we going to get a very mild winter? Is it going to switch and be like a very cold winter with lots of snow? Like
I found last winter we had here to be humid. I thought that
it
was kind of wet.
We didn't get much snow. Like we got a little bit of snow, and the snow we did get for some reason last year was always wet.
It's always wet snow, yeah. But normally, we have sticky snow usually.
Sticky snow. But sometimes it's just a nice powder snow. Beautiful to snow blow. It's quick.
Oh yeah, it was nice.
Right?
Oh, because when it's wet there, that's heavy snow.
It takes time. You got to slow it.
It sticks to the machine. You got to clean it out all the time.
Yeah, it slows you down a lot more.
It does. Yeah.
You know, being Canadian, that's something we deal with.
Snow's a thing, except for you West Coasters. Everything is on the other side of the Rocky Mountains. There, you guys have it glorious. Yeah. Glory, although you're under fire right now, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, like Kelowna and all those But
That's
there's been a lot of fires this year.
Yeah, this summer,
Not
yeah,
just
even
Canada.
Nova Scotia too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nova Scotia,
U.S.
and now Yellowknife.
Yeah,
the
Illinois,
U.S.
Canada.
U.S. Maui areas.
Maui, so Hawaii even, which
Yeah.
is mind-boggling to me because that's a tropical island essentially, and I figured you'd have all kinds of wetness happening around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Although that's something we found with our like Mexicans and Dominican Republicans, that they find it humid here.
Oh, very.
Like it's hot there, but it's not like the humidity doesn't just ruin you.
It's just a drier heat, right?
Yeah.
So besides that, have you been up to anything?
Dude,
I know, right?
I get up at 4. We're on the boat,
Yeah.
and I get home. We get home like 6:30 usually, and then hopefully food by 7, and then shower. And I'm trying to be in bed by 8. In bed by 8.
Now you understand what my routine in the spring.
Oh yeah, you never talk to me. Like it's funny because
But you understand why now, right? You get it. Now you get it.
yeah.
It's like, just ignore me.
Even making plans to do this podcast, which I'm like, you want to do a podcast? Really? You want to do a podcast?
We have 37 loyal
We have
subscribers.
37 loyal subscribers. Thank
So
you
we have to
we-
put the work in and do this for these people.
Uh-huh.
You got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, and how my hand. And then since everything is all in kerfuffle, trying to do this podcast, so the sound may not be as good as normal because we tried to have a portable type of audio interface to have the good sounds, but that didn't work.
Carl will work his magic and do the best he can.
I'll do the best I can.
Yeah.
I might have to get the new isotope plugins to help with the sound treatment.
These people probably don't know what that even means.
Audio connoisseur.
Well, I'll give a shout out to someone that probably will understand.
Ooh.
Your friend from...
Oh, Ante!
Yeah.
Ante will understand.
He'll get it.
And he even told me to get the new isotope bundle software.
And by the way, Ante, thanks for calling me rough around the edges. I appreciate that.
He loves it.
Kind of what I'm going for.
And I want to comment with that, and he's rough around the edges, and I think and he admits it. He does it on purpose, but he's not an actual a-hole, right? Like, he's a-hole-y, but not an actual one. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I thrive to be.
And that's okay.
Happy medium. Balance. Balance is the key.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm sorry. Nice guys always finish last.
Always finish last, yeah.
With women, in job settings, right?
Oh, yeah.
They get shit on so much more. They have a harder time climbing the corporate ladder.
It's true, because essentially...
Because they're too accommodating.
They're too accommodating, and the people that don't do the work get you to do their work, but then they take credit for it.
Yeah,
like
100%. And that's like, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Right. That's why I hate everybody now. Everybody. Except our loyal subscribers. I love you guys. And ladies. Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
There's been a few ladies following us.
Yes, and I didn't even know lady that knows me from growing up for sure, through family and whatnot.
Yeah, but I'm surprised you even knew about the podcast.
Yeah, right? I'm super impressed. And I think even one of my cousins, he mentioned something about the studio, and I wasn't too sure. Like, oh, the studio, like the house. And then, but I think he meant like because he watched a podcast and he sees it.
Something.
Thank you so
How
much.
would he even know it's a studio?
Well, that's it, right? And I'm sure my family, we talk and things, right?
Yeah.
But it was impressive. And at the time, I didn't clue in. I'm actually very, very happy or satisfied or proud or words. I don't know how to say it, but thank you for watching and supporting. It's really cool.
Yeah,
It's really cool. I did not think we'd get this far.
No.
And now we're always thinking, how do we get more subscribers? How do we get more subscribers?
Yeah. How can we change shit up? Let's not give them the same old thing every damn week, right? Like,
and we go. The mixing episode was excellent, and I think that the new backgroundy stuff is excellent.
Yeah. The changes we made from season 1 to season 2 have been really good.
Excellent. And even this camera, we're trying a new thing, and on the screen here it looks great. I don't know in the end by the time it's published and whatnot, but compared to the first season especially.
And they'll see more things there as we go, like maybe different camera angles and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I figured out how we can record 2 or 3 cameras at once.
Which will be beneficial when we have guests.
Yeah, exactly. And how to orient it, and then like what we could even do is over here. Have like another picture, and then have something else, and kind of like what we've been doing, but a video as opposed to just photos.
Stills.
Yeah, it's we're learning, absolutely learning all the time. Although the next 2 months, I can't believe we've been doing this right now. So exhausted. But there is a lobster episode coming up. I am taking footage, pictures. I'm trying to. One of the things I want to do is take footage of different weather type and how rough the seas can be.
Yeah, give the rest of the world an idea of what Canada's like.
Yeah,
weather-wise.
or fishing lobsters like.
East Coasters will have an appreciation for that because they do that sort of stuff, and even Maine and stuff like that. They do that sort of stuff, fish, lobster, and stuff. So.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Even yesterday we saw a boat going. I'm like, oh, what's that? That's a different setup on the boat. And I guess they're going to fish herring, drift for herring or something.
Oh,
it's a completely different setup. Like, wow, okay, yeah.
Shitty hours.
Yeah, it's like, hey, appreciate your food, everybody.
Hey, man,
it's a lot of work.
No, it's the thing. Farmers and people that raise cattle and, we just go to the store and think, oh, we're just going to grab a piece of meat.
Yeah, we complain about the prices and things.
And we don't think about on the back end of that.
The work. Like
somebody had to raise that. Somebody had to make sure they
didn't die.
That it lived and that it stayed healthy, not too fat, not too lean. And
right?
And, it's a thing.
It's work.
And the same thing for people like produce and stuff like gardens and stuff like that. Like,
hey, I half tried there this summer, but I had to cut early to go fishing. But hey, it's work, and I'm not used to the shovel type of position, right? You're like scrubbing floors and stuff, and it's like, oh, my back.
Grunt work. That's what it's called, grunt work.
Hey, kudos to all of you laborer folks who's breaking your bodies to make the world run.
Who are not sitting behind a computer.
yeah. Like my life has been for the past lot of years.
What? You have a sore finger from tapping keys? You
got a paper cut.
Oh, did you get a paper cut?
And then I was wrestling with my dog, and I have a bunch of sores, a little bit there, and
which you could have totally lied to me about because I thought those were legit work hands.
Really hands.
Like, no. But just too.
There are a couple that are, but not the ones that are.
See, I would have totally like, oh yeah, this is how I have it from work.
This is normal, yeah. This is normal, Carl. Man up.
This is work. This is work. This is what this is. This is work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have never told you the difference.
Never. Nope. I'd own up to it, like, no.
Hey, man.
I'll play the joke, but. So nothing too special for this episode because the amount of time it'll take to make images and whatnot, it's too much because I gotta get out of here soon to go back to bed.
The viewers. We need a name for them.
Oh, we need some for the Grayers. The Graymen.
Or the Granonites or something.
The Granonites.
The Granonites.
The Granonites.
Granonites. Granonites. They have to be Granonites.
Granonites. Yeah. Granonites. Okay, sure. Granites. Granites.
Oh, Granites.
Comment. Leave us your opinions, and we'll deliberate. You know what we can do with YouTube? Now, I don't know if we don't have 1,000 subscribers. We can do a poll. But I don't know if we have access to that since we don't have 1,000 subscribers. But I will check. Yep. That I can check.
So yeah, like,
are you crying?
No, it's just fatigue.
Like, that's how much
laughter. My eyes water a lot. Like when I'm tired or something like that. Like, it's bad.
He loves me.
You wish. You wish.
Don't take that away from me.
This man's like a brother to me. That's well known.
We've been friends since grade 1, essentially. Yeah.
So
it's a long time.
There's a lot of history there. A lot of and like we were always in the same grade for the most part. Like, I think the first time me and you weren't in the same grade was like grade 5, which was for me was fucking foreign.
We weren't in the same class. Yeah. There was 2 classes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was the first time that I was in one class. And you were in the other, and then it happened again in grade 6.
Was that when you left for Ontario? No? Okay.
No. I left for Ontario. I was grade 10.
Did they separate us on purpose? We should go back find our teachers. Hey, you. Did you do that on purpose?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Ruin their lives? No, not really. No, because even that kind of stuff, obviously we were friends and people knew that. But it's a thing to grow and like, okay, let's say you interact with different people and see how that goes. Yeah. And just to show a little bit, everybody, I got some peeling there from sunburning. I've been picking at it.
I actually had Austin at work with me, which is my son.
Oh, at the fish plant.
Yeah. Which was interesting because he was like coming home like, oh, this is not bad. Like, dude, chill. You worked 4 hour day, 4 hour days. You haven't put a full day in yet. So the first night he gets home, he's like, oh my neck. I'm like, dude, now you should have an appreciation for everything you have that your dad has provided for you.
Right.
Because I've been doing this for fucking 22 years.
It's such a long time.
Right?
And I know, like, one of my sisters works at the plant too.
Yeah.
And just the amount of, even right now, like,
Carpal tunnel
I'm
shit.
getting like this, but like years of doing that, like that's got to be rough on the body, the wrist, the hands. Oh.
Yeah. Which I'm glad we were talking about this because it sparked a thought, which brings me to, the way of life here on the East Coast. How jobs like fishing, peat moss, fish plants, it's all seasonal.
Yeah, seasonal. Right? Yeah, and hard work, hard labor.
And you have people like in big office settings thinking, "Oh, these people are EI. They don't."
The seasonal work. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Pogey. Pogey is a word. Yeah.
And I mean, look, that's I feel is very one track mind to think about something, especially when you don't understand it. Just like we said earlier.
And there's no work. If you want to find work otherwise, and if there are jobs, you're going to drive at least an hour away. Like
and then
drive
for what?
Like highway driving.
Like minimum wage?
For minimum wage. Like just the gas cost, it's not worth it. Like you're not going to make it.
It's not.
And then being on EI or Pogey, you're not making money. Like
you're
nobody's rich. Nobody has like toys. Like
you're sustaining you're paying your bills, man, and putting a little bit of food on the table.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing. And like seriously, you come in one of our jobs, like go to the peat moss, go to a fish plant, get in a fishing boat and fish.
Hey.
And you'll change your fucking tune, I guarantee it.
And see how hard you work for how little money. Like it's
and it might be 2 months, but it's a compact 2 months, right? Like you're
very
doing
compact.
a lot.
Like even me, we're out for 12, 13, 14-hour days, right? And there's no time to hang out, watch TV. Like my niece was going, hey, let's play the Switch this weekend. I'm like, playing the Switch this weekend? I'm going to sleep. Jeez. Hey, I'm not. No.
I have a job. I don't get to stay home all day.
It's a job. No,
I'm just teasing.
But it's brutal.
But it's like Austin, right? He came to work for a few weeks, and he's almost about to head off to university.
I want to see him before he goes.
Yeah,
I do there.
And he, like this week there. Later in the week, he's been lamenting more and more. So like, when you go off to university and you think this is too hard and I can't do it, think about that. Think about this. Then, think about the fish plant. It's like, do I want a tough university out? Or do I want to go work with that at the fish plant?
Tough the university out, kid.
No, but he knows from experience now, right? Like, if I don't do this, I could be doing what Dad's doing. Do I want to do that? No.
And I agree. Like even for my time doing the office work, at some point I was like, okay, this is too much sitting in my butt, and I need to move. I've noticed for myself that I need a balance between intellectual, psychological stimulation work and physical work. And because people do go to the gym and stuff, but functional fitness, right? And it's a bit different. And I'd rather spend my time, my working hours doing a bit of physical work as opposed to, well, I got to spend 2-3 hours after my mental work to do physical
to work out. Which is kind of a common thing in cities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People either do it before they go to work or after work.
Yes.
Right? Whatever routine they have.
And I'll say compared to us in the countryside, like the physical prowess that you would need as a city dweller is different as a physical.
But which also is funny too, because so you'll get these people that do that sort of thing, either work out in the morning or evening or whatever, and then you might see a bit more definition to their bodies and stuff like that. And then you have people like us that we look a little frumpy, maybe a little stocky, something like that. But then you see these guys doing things like us, and like
they can't keep up.
And it's because we lift so much. We do, like, you don't realize
like in a normal day.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe how strong I am in general. It's like, okay, I'm from the Bay, sure, okay.
Yeah.
And then one person from a Shediac-ish area is like, bûcheron, you're like a lumberjacks. That's what you guys are. I'm like, and but I think lifting my bass amp all the time kept me fairly strong.
But it's what we do, right? Like you,
Yeah.
like you being a fisherman, lifting those totes and everything.
Me being a fisherman. This year, I
No.
started fishing. Okay?
Well, this year, man, makes you a fisherman.
Yeah.
But you lift these 100-pound crates all day long.
All day long. Yeah. It doesn't stop.
And the same thing with us at the fish plant and stuff like that. It's what we do. We lift, we switch, we like, holy crap. Like the whole EI system and stuff like that. And people like, oh, you guys don't deserve that. You guys don't work enough. Like, what do you want us to do?
Yeah. And that's it. And even, so we talk about that nowadays and stuff. And, and the more we grow, even me growing up, I didn't want to do the farming work because I saw my dad. I saw how hard he worked. I saw him fishing oysters and clams and all that stuff. It's like, oh my God, dude, I'm going to go to school and whatnot.
And I mean, let's be honest too. Working like this, man, it affects my drinking social life.
Yeah. No. But see, but you drink. Like, there's no way I could afford or have the time or the energy to drink. But you hang out with your friends from the shop, like your Mexicans there.
Not when the season's on.
When season's on, okay.
No, man, no time for that shit.
Well, whatever. Every time I'm like, oh, Blake doesn't hang out with me, and then I would message him, hey, what were you doing? I was out drinking with the Mexicans. I'm like,
That's usually like something happened that we had a day off.
Oh,
then the weekend fell on, so I could rest because I mean I like drinking and everything, but no matter what, man, it takes me 2 days to feel normal.
Well, that's what you're saying. These days, it's 2 days recovery.
Yeah.
For me, drinking any type of dehydration, slight headache, the spin, no. That's why I don't drink. No, that's bad.
I would say my drinking is probably moderate.
Compared to others, yeah, sure.
So like last night, I wanted to go to town just to do something with my wife. I had a few, and I'm like, I had literally 3, and I'm like, I'm tipsy. And it's like, wow, 3 drinks being tipsy, like.
I feel like Carl.
But it was so weird. Like, okay, that's when I realized. Okay, I'm really tired.
Yeah.
Feeling it like this at three drinks in, I'm beat, man.
I'm done. Yep.
And I'll tell you, once I hit the pillow, you're
out
off the la la land. Like it is like the 3 drinks just relaxed me and like melted into the bed. And I was like, I'm out for the count.
Yeah, the bed I'm sleeping in, I don't know if they have like a down cover, but it's kind of like, and then it kind of wraps just a little bit. I'm like, it's too hot. Go away.
It sticks to you.
Yeah. It's like flat, hard surface. I'm gonna start sleeping on the floor. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sleep with the dog.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you wake up, the dog's in the bed, and you're on the floor.
Well, actually, I'm upstairs, and the dog doesn't like me upstairs, or
doesn't
like me carrying him.
He doesn't like stairs.
No, I'll stay down. Yeah, let's go. You can go. But when I wake up in the morning and come downstairs,
he's at the stairs. He's at the stairs, right?
No, he stays in bed. No, but then his like tail's like on the couch. It's like, oh, hey, calm down. It's okay, dude.
Yeah, I'm coming.
And because I'm in bed by 8 and I'm up at 4, and we see each other for an hour at most, really, right?
Same thing with my dogs.
Yeah.
When I get home, it's like, if I sit on the couch, they're like smothering me. It's like, I haven't seen you all day.
And then one of the reasons why I'm here back home today was to make sure the dog understands that this is still home. We don't live there. And then we had to, what did we forget? Power bar and headphones. So we went back to the house. But the dog, and we drove that time, like there's too many mosquitoes. Like, that was messed up,
mosquitoes are
dude.
insane right now.
Oh.
They weren't this bad all summer.
All summer. Like this is incredible.
And now it's like, the minute you step out the door, they're all over you. Like
it's incredible. Like,
and I mean, I get it.
Did this. Like,
I mean, I get it. We're Canadian,
like 6, 7.
and our blood is sweet. And it's sweet nectar to them, but
this is a good story. So apparently, when he's at the Mexicans are like, man, all the mosquitoes around you.
Of course, I have to quit.
Yeah, and it's like, well, you guys are too spicy.
Because they eat so much hot sauce. Like, man, they sauce up everything. The breakfast, lunch, supper, like, it's hot sauce everywhere.
Now, the hot sauce are they eating now? This is a good question for the interview.
Yeah.
Is it the Tabasco sauce, or is it other?
It's actual hot sauce. Like, it's
like from home, or
no, they buy it here. They buy it at the store.
Oh, okay, but, yeah. And like sriracha.
Some of them like sriracha. Some of them like habanero and stuff.
Oh.
And different sauces.
Okay,
but they can definitely take the spice.
Now, have we confirmed that it is a spice that the mosquitoes don't like?
No. It's just me
Because
talking
I
shit.
will start eating spices, man.
It's just me talking shit. And they're like, and then you see the look on their faces like, fuck you, Blake. Right? If I can get that look out of somebody or a facial expression like rolling their eyes at me, I'm like,
Done my job.
I feel complete right now.
Complete.
Right? I pissed somebody off. I rubbed somebody the wrong way. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good job today.
One for Blake.
Yep.
So I think that's going to be it for this episode.
Yeah.
Nice little chat.
Fair enough. I agree. A little
Nice.
more retro back to the first season there. Yeah.
Just a generalization of things.
Yeah, because time-wise to do anything cool, like...
Yeah. But there's
I
stuff coming.
apologize.
We promise. There's stuff coming.
Promise. Yeah, I do plan to have a full...
We did have a bit of technical difficulties this morning.
So the audio, I apologize for the audio. This is... It's not
So it ate up some of our time.
a lot of our time. Downloading, trying to... Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So hopefully the audio will be okay. You'll be okay.
So we'll be back, guys.
Thank you very much. See you. And I love you all. Appreciate all the support you guys give us.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ba-dam, ba-dam, ba-dam.